today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. As we'll see Matt Ryan and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Josh Allen and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get...
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Allen now looks to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
On the play. And a Steeler first down.
Now it's Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved to the combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Jaguars take over first.
So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately for himself and his team.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
4-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 17, Ryan. He finds Corey Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Troutman, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The handoff to Joe Mixon.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Tariq.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Matt Ryan.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Jaguars 3, Steelers 0.
8 yards to go on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Allen's pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
48-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We're on Jaguars. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Makes the score Jaguars 6, Steelers nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Curtis Samuel, the intended target. 3rd down here.
And 10 yards.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. A quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a short one to Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's good for a Jaguars.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0.
Jaguars 9, Steelers 0.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Ooh, with a juke.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now they run with Mixon, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Philip Dorsett on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mixon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try to create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Ryan's pass.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Ryan. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Ryan will throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Steelers, nothing.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
From the gun, Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Allen. And able to find Dorsett.
Allen's pass.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
22
Well,
yards.
remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. This is Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars.
From the gun, Allen, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen's throw is complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen.
7-yard line.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. We got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They run it with Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jason Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean toward...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. DeForest Buckner. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, a dump down to McKinnon. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonidas just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A beautiful fake. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
4 yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10.
Jaguars 15, Steelers 10.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
He was unable to complete it there, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And here's Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time. Nope.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.